'cause I'm TNT. I'm dynamite. TNT. And I'll win the fight. TNT. I'm a power load. TNT. Watch me explode.
Hey, anime fans! TNT Sakura is here. Okay, so this week I am going to be reviewing one of the coolest animes I've ever seen, Rurouni Kenshin. I love this anime! Okay, I have watched this anime 3 times, and I am currently watching it a 4th time. That alone tells you how much I love this anime. Now, the basic storyline of Rurouni Kenshin is about a wandering samurai, or a ronin, who was a former assassin known as Batosai for the Imperialist Army. When the war ended, he disappeared, only to reappear 10 years later in Tokyo. It is soon revealed that Kenshin, as he goes by now instead of Batosai, has thrown away his sword of death and instead has chosen to dedicate the rest of his life to protecting people and to never kill again with the help of his unique reverse blade sword. And thus the story of Kenshin begins. When Kenshin decides to stay in Tokyo, he stays with a group of people. And the thing about Rurouni Kenshin is that there's more than 2 main characters. And so at first you don't really get it, but then after a while it starts to make sense. And so those side characters would be Kaoru. Known as one of the best kendo masters around, Kaoru is very disciplined and hard-working. However, this doesn't seem to help her foul, violent, and short temper, which often ends with someone beaten to a pulp rather comically. Kaoru makes up for her foul temper with her selfishness and kind heart. Yaeko, a young orphan boy who is the son of a former samurai. After being rescued from a life of crime by Kenshin and Kaoru, he stays with them and becomes Kaoru's new student, Sanosuke. Also known as Sano, he was a fighter for hire when he met Kenshin in the group. When he fought and was defeated by Kenshin, he decided to stay and see for himself if Batosai had really changed. He ends up becoming a great friend to the group. Megumi, a very skilled and knowledgeable doctor who was forced into an illegal drug trade. She comes across Kenshin and Sanosuke by wild luck, and after a long struggle, they break her free of the drug world, and she becomes a town doctor. One of the things that I love about Kenshin is that it's very historically accurate. Now, that's not to say that the characters or the story itself is historically right. It's just the era that the story is based in is true. The Meiji government, the war before the Meiji government was created, it's all about the history. And to be honest with you guys, I learned a lot about the Imperialist War, at least I think that's what it was called, I can't remember, and the Meiji years because of this anime, and I think that's awesome. And it also got me a little addicted to my historical Japanese stuff, which I am now completely obsessed with reading about. It's very clear for anyone who knows me that I really enjoy the old-fashioned Japanese style animes. Something that involves swords and feudal Japan, or something like that. There's Inuyasha, which is based in feudal Japan and has demons and swords and magic. And then there's Rurouni Kenshin, which is about samurai. And of course Bleach, which isn't technically about old Japan, but the Soul Reapers, or Shinigami, are very historical. They have the old-fashioned houses, and they dress in the hakami and heiori. It's just, I love that. I love that style. Some of the side characters in Rurouni Kenshin are based on actual people that helped form the Meiji government, and a lot of the events that they talk about were actually true, like the Kyoto fires. And I really like that it actually has historical accuracy in this anime. Now, mind you, like anything that you watch that has any historical meaning to it, you have to take it with a grain of salt, because I'm sure there's quite a bit in this particular anime that isn't true at all. All in all, I have to give this anime a 10, because It's comical. The comedy comes in at the most perfect times, and some of the faces that the characters make me laugh my ass off. The romance is wonderful. It's not too much, it's not too little. It's very cute, and the depth of the characters, each and every one of the characters I just mentioned have their own backstory. They have their own forward story, their present story, and they're so deep. And of course, because you can feel Kenshin's strong feelings about becoming a wanderer and throwing away his old life as a manslayer, I love the depth and feeling in that. So that is why I've given this anime a 10, and I hope you enjoyed my review. As you guys know, I have sort of quit making anime reviews every week, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to try really, really hard to get one up at least twice a month. And on top of that, I'm really, really working hard on making a Halloween AMV. Not as easy as it sounds, and I'm still waiting for you guys to give me ideas, because so far I only have like 3 characters / animes to use for this Halloween video. So go on, give me some. Come on, you know you want it. You know you want to. This is TNT Sakura. Send me your requests and let me know what you guys think. All right, Jamante.